Shalom, my friends, from here in the Holy Land in bloom. Now it's springtime, and with springtime comes the holiday of Passover. And as we know, Passover is one of the only holidays that is spoken about directly in the Bible. That we're commanded not to have any leavened bread in our house, not to consume any leavened flour, but rather to eat the bread of affliction, the matzah. And when I hear this verse that once we were slaves and now we're free, I think about all the different people suffering in the world that don't feel very free. I think about all the enemies on Israel's border, and I don't feel like I've gone from slavery to freedom to redemption. And so there has to be a deeper meaning to this. There has to be a lesson, not only a national lesson, but an individual lesson. Leavened flour isn't only something that's physical, but maybe it's something that's spiritual. All year round, we're allowed to eat leavened flour. And suddenly on Passover, we're told it is not allowed. If you have any leavened flour in your midst when Passover comes along, you are going against the laws of the Torah. That's very, very strict. Having something that's totally allowed all year round and then suddenly for 1 week it's totally not allowed, that God himself says don't have this in your midst, how can that be? What's it coming to teach us? Perhaps it's a matter of learning personally that we are all slaves all year round to different things, to our emotions, to bad habits that we've taken up, to our surroundings. And what God is saying is all year round, that's okay. I've created you physical beings, that I've told you the boundaries. Love your neighbor like yourself. Help the poor. Don't be jealous. All year round you should be working on that. But I still understand that you're physical beings. 1 week a year, Passover, where we're commanded to clean our homes for chametz, for leavened flour. And when Passover comes, to get rid of it completely. And so maybe this week before Passover is a time that we should look within ourselves for our own chametz, for our own leavened bread, for our own slavery. That when we don't feel like we are pure, holy beings, it's because we've taken on all different things that aren't really us. And so a week before Passover, as we clean our homes for leavened flour, we have to also clean ourselves, to clean our souls. Because in our purest sense, our only connection is to God and family and friends. Identify what you want to change in order to be a better person, in order to be holy, in order to be pure. When you get rid of all of your bread, when you get rid of your chametz, get rid of those things within yourself that you want to destroy also. And then, after Passover, we could really have freedom. And we could look back and we could say, Avadim hayinu. We were once slaves. Achshav b'nei chorim. Now we are free. So from here in Israel, just as the flowers bloom during spring, once we do this work within ourselves, we will really bloom as well. And so I want to wish you a happy Passover. You should search for the chametz, search for the leavened bread in your home, in your heart. And I wish you all of the luck and success in truly becoming free on this holiday of freedom.